Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Bingo Bonanza, live from the double wide of everyone's favorite beauty professional, Hummel figurine collector, and bingo caller, Miss Richfield, 1981.
I'd like to tell a story of the prettiest of girls. It's me from Minnesota, in my heels and in my curls. Although my roots were modest, I was destined for the stage. My parents knew they had a star when at an early age. I did not say the word mama, I chose a different line. At just the tender age of 2, I screamed, "Oh, 69!" Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Bingo Bonanza! I'm your hostess, Miss Richfield, 1981, and I invite you to stay right where you are and let me bring bingo to you. Oh, it's gonna be a bonanza because we've got a live studio audience and prizes and the Richfield winner spinner and fun, and it's all because bingo makes it better. It really does! Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Now it's your turn, join with me. Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Grab your balls and play, now you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play. I can hear you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play, hey! Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bingo Bonanza! I am your hostess, Miss Richfield, 1981, and I do bring you a happy hidey-ho from the friendly citizens and responsible merchants in Richfield, which is my hometown in Minnesota, where butter is a spice and gravy is a beverage. And it's also the home of a very handsome feline friend of mine, Mr. Lewis. There he is. Hello there, sir. He came right on cue. You know, usually I have to sort of snag him when he's near me and then hold him, but he's just right here because Mommy has her wiener. That's right. Mommy, wiener, Lewis. It's an easy thing to figure out because Mommy knows how to get you here. And anyway, Lewis is such a pal, and he comes and joins us each week. It is Bingo 55. Yeah, can you believe that? 55. And it was just, it's just coming up on a year. We haven't quite reached that point yet, but it's coming up on a year from the very first time we did this. And since then, we've developed a wonderful, fun evening that we spent together. And it was just my manager and I, and then Chris and Eli and Joe all joined us. There's 5 of us now that put this on, and it's a labor of love. We all look forward to it. We can't wait to see one another each Monday. And so, but you know what? I'm not alone this evening. I do have a live studio audience, and we're still being safe. We have people on. Yes, we've got people who are waiting in the waiting room. And we're all going to be on the computer together because we're still not getting together, not quite yet. And otherwise, Sunday, I hope to have my live studio audience right here in my trailer. But anyway, it is vaccines and vodka. Take a shot. That's why I'm all dressed up in my candy striper outfit. And I've got a syringe ready to go. It's all loaded up. In fact, it's leaking just a little bit out. There we are. Anyway, and it's a beautiful outfit. And anyway, it came with slacks, but I don't, but if I spin fast, see, it flows out beautifully, and we have a lot of fun. So anyway, bring on my live studio audience. Let me say hi to the people. Oh, I have hair all over. Oh, look at them all. Look at them. Oh, look at. Oh, I like it. I'm liking it better already because I see we have some people who are alone in their little squares, and I like that because I feel like sometimes I'm the only one who's alone in my square, and I see a lot of others are too. So hello, everyone. Nice to see you. let's start out with our couple first. We want to welcome Jarrett and Jeff, who are coming to us from Dallas, Texas. Is that correct?
Hi.
Big D, little A, double L-A-S, right?
Big
D, little A, double L-A-S, as the song goes. And I love that, Jeff, you spell your name with just one F.
Just one lone F.
Just one. It's that so you can be different and fashionable, and so you can correct people because they're constantly spelling it wrong, probably, which I know you homos love. So thank you. Welcome to you two. I also want to say welcome to Leah, who is. I'm so glad to see we have another gal here. You know, sometimes I'm the only gal, and so
gals got to stick together.
Right, and with this whole take a shot sort of theme, I wasn't sure what kind of gal we'd end up with, but to find out, we've got someone who is in South Carolina, a genteel Southern gal, which I love the fact that we have that. I'm so glad you're with us this evening. Thank you, Leah. And also we have Max, who is, oh, look at that. He's got his first and last name. I love that. Max Brewster. I love. Usually we don't do that, but you're in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? An angry mob could find you and murder you. But anyway, and but other than that, I love D.C. What a great city. And you prefer a vodka soda. Do you have a vodka soda ready for us?
Certainly
Look
do.
at in a tumbler. I love that. In a big old glass that most of us would be drinking water from. That's wonderful. And also, along with him is Dr. Rodney. And I like having a doctor in the house. We felt like we needed to have a doctor tonight, Dr. Rodney, because we are talking about vaccines and vodka. And we said, is there a doctor who knows both of these things? And your name came up actually 4 or 5 times when we were looking around. And but I'm here, and I know you're not in your uniform tonight. You are a civilian tonight, right? You're not working right now. No. They wouldn't have that color green at the hospital, would they? I hope not.
No.
Anyway, because I know some people probably come in and they're that color green. I suppose,
I thought we were in the green
never
room, so
But I'm ready. See, I wore my outfit, so you don't have to tonight. So there we go. So I'm all ready to go. Fantastic looking. Oh, my hat is at a jaunty angle. I like that. And my shot is all ready to go. And then finally tonight we have Brad. Now, Brad has joined us before, and actually a couple at Jeffrey and I should say Jarrett and Jeff, not Jeff, but Jeff. They've joined us too. But Brad, you've been so supportive to us over the whole year that we've been together. I think you were one of our first guests that we had. And what's wonderful about Brad is he is a giver. You know what I'm saying? He is, and look at that. And he always comes with a fabulous outfit. Looks, are you dressed as? I'm guessing not the Love Boat. What is that?
Oh, just the captain of Titanic, I guess.
Oh, the Titanic. So you're going down.
I got me a little ship in my shirt.
Yeah. Going down. Got it. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And we're going to be visiting with each one of you and getting to know each one of you. But before we do that, we have to go to Chris and we have to find out all about what's going on tonight because it's such a special. It's vaccines and vodka. And, I am getting my second shot on Friday. I got the Pfizer.
I'm actually getting my second shot on Friday too. We're really meant to be.
What are they giving? Are they giving it to teenagers now, or what's the deal? How is that? How'd you get in line ahead of me?
I'll tell you. For a screwed up state, we have more vaccines here in Broward County than we have residents. So it's actually it's relatively easy to get one down here now.
Oh yeah, that sort of goes the same with reading. Yeah, you have a lot more books than you have people who can read, I think, too.
Yes.
So, anyway, that's fantastic. And so that's wonderful, though. I'm glad that you've got that.
Yes.
That you took the chance. That's what happened to me, too. They had extra vaccine at this place, and they were, willing to just take whoever, because, I'm nowhere near 65 years old.
But from the outfit, though, you passed as a nurse, I have no doubt. So
Isn't that something? I know. I just strolled in there and I said, I brought my own vial or my own syringe or whatever this thing is called. And I think this is the one they used. I can't remember. I know I got a really healthy shot of it. It's really, my arm was sore. Was your arm sore?
It was sore. I apparently forgot to move it or I might have had too much of the brown vodka and just fell on the arm that day and didn't know.
Yeah. And you should have just been picking your glass up with the other arm, the shot arm, and that would have like kept it moving. Because I know you hydrate. You're constantly hydrating.
Here in Florida is hydrate. So speaking of what we do here, this is a great time for me to remind everybody to go over to playbingobonanza.com. You sign in there. It's completely free to play. We play 3 games, and though it's free to play, you actually get to win something. So each game, the first person to hit bingo, so you have to be fast, because the first person wins a $10 gift certificate to Miss Richfield's Red Bubble store, where you can get like the apron is my favorite, by the way. And I want to tell you, please continue to send me photos of people wearing nothing but the apron. I've gotten a few of those texts, and I very much enjoy it.
I haven't gotten any of those. No one sent me any
of them now, and I don't regret any of it. So
I think Brad needs to do that. I think Brad needs to just put the apron on, don't you?
Well, I did hear that Brad, if we have a good night, our vaccines and vodka nights, a good night, that he may give us a little strip tease, and I think that's why he's hitting the martinis right now, because we've basically told him he has to.
So he may be just wearing the ship at some point.
That's it. It may just be the Titanic by the end. And that reminds me of, you know what I love about Brad? Brad has been with us for so long. He is so much fun. We become like Facebook friends. We love making new friends. And the easiest way for us to do that is for you to hit share on Facebook. So if you're playing online, hit share on Facebook. Or if you're watching on Facebook, just hit share. What happens is at the end of the show, we're going to choose a random person. They're also going to win a prize. And I'll tell you, really, I appreciate it.
What are we giving away tonight?
It's gonna be a red bubble gift certificate. So you can send me that.
Hooray!
Right.
So people can buy that apron. And you know what's great about that? If you get onto Redbubble and you see something you like, you can use any one of our designs on anything, And so like I have my phone, I have a really cool phone case with my picture on it. And I like answering the phone, like talking on the phone. Well, especially now. But any design, you can get it on any design on a mug or a case or a bag or a pillow or the apron. It's super fun. And our friend Joe, who runs the whole computer thing that we're doing tonight, because you never see him because he's a behind the scenes kind of guy. If you could see him, you wouldn't believe that because he should be in front of the camera. Right, Chris?
He's very handsome. He's very handsome.
He's very handsome. Anyway, but he likes to be behind the camera. And so he's the one that did all the designs and set all that up for us. So thank you, Joe.
And while you're there, one last thing, you can send a little something by hitting a dollar amount at the bottom of your screen, any dollar amount that you're comfortable. We appreciate that. You can also Venmo at Richfield Tips.
Well, we're spending it on food, so
it is really. It's actually really just hot dogs for Lewis, or PayPal me Richfield Tips. Any way you send it, we really do appreciate it. It makes all of this possible. Like that amazing outfit that you've got.
And 55 of these. That's kind of amazing, isn't it, Chris? It just seems like, in a way, it seems like we've been doing it forever. And then in a way, it seems like we just started. It's so weird. Sometimes I feel like, oh my God, we've been doing this forever. But then I think, God, I feel like I keep finding new things out about you.
I know.
And I see you hung some artwork up. You hung some artwork up now.
Oh, new artwork.
Wow, look at that. And who hung that artwork up so straight and even?
You can tell, wow, that was aggressive because I can't hang it up straight and even when I started drinking with Naomi. So that felt a little aggressive, but I appreciate it.
Well, Naomi's with us tonight, and you want to hear the good news is her roommate, Yvonne, is also with us tonight because it's so nice here. It is so Richfield. It's balmy. I don't know what it's like down there, but it is like balmy up here. Everyone's running around in shirt sleeves and so forth. So Naomi, we have the door wide open tonight. And so I'll probably hearing clinking glasses and maybe someone sort of getting sick, but it'll be on the gravel, so it doesn't matter, next to my trailer. But it's going to be great because Naomi plays the harp, and she's going to play the extended harp version. And then her roommate, Yvonne, is going to play the gong. She brought a gong. She's a big gong. You know how the practical gals like drumming and gongs and things like that just make noise. And she plays it with her hook. She has just one arm and then a hook on the other side. Yeah, she used to put bumpers on at the Ford plant. She's really she just has one arm, but it's a good one, let me tell you. So, okay, did we do everything? Do we need anything else?
I think we did everything that we're supposed to do.
I think we did too. So let's start bingo. And let's find out what our first game tonight is. I think our first game is bingo in any direction. That's right. And isn't that lovely? Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, lady. I mean, just if you could see it, it's really something. I wish I had 2 cameras so you could have one. One of these days, we're going to get an extra camera out there. Bingo in any direction. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you get your free space. Mark your free space, okay? Make sure you mark it. Mark your free space. And so everything's free for him, bingo, because we love him. So anyway, so it's in any direction. So it's 5 in a row. It can be up and down, and on bingo, or it can be across. Or it can be diagonal, okay? So it doesn't matter which way. And if you get the first one, we want to hear you cheer and go, whee! Because if you get the first one, that means you're going to be lucky for the rest of the night. Look who's here with us. We not only have Lewis, but we also have Ruth, the notorious RBG. Look at that. Oh, she loves the cat. They love one another, don't they? He loves everyone, really. And so anyway, we don't want to forget her. And she is making sure that the game is fair and all of that. So here we go. All right. So it's bingo in any direction. And we're going to start out tonight by talking to Max. I want to talk to Max first because Max, you're in Washington, D.C. Yeah, and I feel like, woo! Oh, hang on a minute. I kept talking. You're in Washington, D.C., and I feel like, in case a protest breaks out or something, and we have to, or your wires are cut or something. I want to talk to you first. Have you gotten your vaccine yet?
Yes, ma'am. Fortunately, I got
polite. Well, you're clearly not from D.C. Hang on a minute. I got to call the first number. If you've got it, say, whee! Because that means you're going to be lucky for the whole stinking night. And it is G53. That's right. G53. Yes. And and that's our first number. If you've got it, say whee. And then you'll be lucky, And then, but I feel lucky just meeting new friends. And Max and I have not met before. And Max, tell me now, first of all, your name is very interesting. Is it a family name? N41. N41.
It actually is. My grandmother was Maxine, and we had the same birthday. So I was named Maxwell, actually. So I go by Max.
So you were named after your grandmother. Yes. That is so cool. And did you know her? Did you get a chance to meet her?
Oh, yeah. She was a very special person to me. So it means a lot. Still through the years and stuff. So
that is wonderful. That is, Shannon McCarthy's on. I know Shannon. 071, everybody. So, and tell us now, you're single. Oh, look at that. Somebody really said we. They took a big breath. So, are you single?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
You're single. Do you have pets or anything? Is there anyone in your life, or is it just you?
It's been pretty
lonely. And 34. And what type of work do you do that you're in D.C.?
Well, I work for the government. I work for the Food and Drug Administration.
Oh, I wasn't going to guess that. Okay. Food and Drug Administration. Well, we're talking about vaccines today. I have my syringe all ready to go, filled with something there. G50. What do you do for the FDA?
I'm an import compliance officer.
Okay, that just sounds like word salad to me. G56. What does that mean? What do you do?
Stuff people are importing is up to snuff.
I didn't think we were importing anything these days. Are we still importing things?
You'd be surprised. Yeah, we import a lot.
Oh, we do. Look at Lewis is down here. There he is. Hello. He's looking so fantastic. Hang on a minute. I-21. And so then you're inspecting it for what? To make sure that it's what are you checking for? Stamps?
Well, like food. We check and make sure there's like no salmonella in the food or the drugs are what they say they are and things like that. Make sure keep Americans safe.
Keeping America safe. That's kind of a big thing these days. I mean, a lot of people say it, but you're actually doing it. I love that. Don't go anywhere. Stay where you are, Max, because I want to bring in Leah as well, because Leah is also single. You're single, right, Leah? You don't have anyone in the world? So so is Brad, but I mean Max. Brad, we don't know. We have to ask Brad. But Max is single too. Now, Leah, you are not living in Washington. You're living in beautiful South Carolina.
I am.
And where did you say you're originally from, Max?
I'm from Huntsville, Alabama, originally.
Oh, so you're from down south.
Yes.
Well, let's bring Brad in too. Because Brad is from Alabama. Did you know that?
Huntsville. Yeah.
Yeah.
And where are you from, Brad?
I'm right in the middle. I live in Millbrook, which is right above Montgomery. I'm certain you know the capital of the state. Yes.
I wish I could understand one word you're saying. B8, everybody. B8. B8. But who needs to hear what you're saying when you look that handsome? You're just looking lovely.
Oh, well, thank you.
And he's a military man, this one.
I'm trying.
Yeah. It works for the Air Force, right? Is it the Air Force?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Listen to this, how polite he is. And Max said ma'am to me too. He's very polite as well. Leah, now where are you originally from?
Originally from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh gosh, a whole bunch of Southerners then. And 40. And 40. I feel like I should be speaking slower and repeating the jokes. But
Yes,
anyway,
actually,
you
yes.
folks will catch on at some point, probably, right? At some point. Probably not. And 39. And Leah, now the rest of you have all, like Max, you've lived in DC for a while, right?
Yes, 10 years.
How many years?
Look at that.
10? Brad floats a boat. Oh dear. Could I have an application to apply for Max's boyfriend? Max, you've got an admirer. You've got an admirer, Max.
Girl, Facebook him.
No bites for Leah yet, but hang on there.
No, it's okay.
Somebody will just be polite at some point. 61. So that is fantastic, though. I'm so glad. And but Leah is kind of excited because she just moved.
I did about 3 weeks ago.
She did something, and Leah, you have to tell them what you did. Because she quit her job and she went back to school. Then she graduated.
Oh, dang already. Look at that.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, hang on a minute. We're in the middle of the story. Put the dang sign down. There we go. I almost swore. Did you hear that? So, I mean, that's how mad I get, when they interrupt my stories.
Oh, yeah.
So Leah, she went to school. She quit her job and she went to school. And then she got done with school. And then what happened, Leah?
COVID happened.
I think it was chlamydia 19, but whatever. Call it what you will.
Yeah.
Call it what you will.
Chlamydia 19.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't, whatever you call it, doesn't matter. It was awful because it closed the whole country down. It was terrible. And then you, as I recall, you said that I was getting some dirt on you, and they said that you actually found a job during the whole pandemic. Did. Like, how did you do that?
I wish and a prayer and cross.
What type of work though? What type of work did you get?
I work for the state. I work as a data coordinator. So that means I coordinate data.
It just gets more interesting the more I talk to you.
Exciting?
It's really fascinating. What I also love is that you have Venetian blinds. So, yes, exactly. I mean, who needs to waste time with curtains and color when you can just have the same colored walls as your blinds, and it just takes care of the whole thing at once. Perfect.
It does.
So now don't go anywhere. We have to find out. Now, Chris, come in here. And now you can come in. I was holding Chris out. Sorry, Chris. I mean, I didn't mean to get angry with you, but, I had to finish the story because, Leah is amazing that she could get a job during the whole outbreak. That's amazing. To move.
You know what's amazing is, Leah, you've had a request. Someone wants to be roommates with you. We'll have to connect you after the show.
That could be Yvonne. That could be Yvonne because she and Naomi were fighting recently.
Yeah,
they were arguing.
Well,
that's what I was going to leave the trailer door open. Is you hear everything? That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
and you
we want to say
everything.
We want to say
you see a lot too. You see a lot.
We're off the south, so we know about trailers.
You know about
That's right.
Well, I'm talking really. I mean, honestly, look at y'all. I mean, So, all right. So tell us, Chris, who won?
So it is our friend Wendy from Folsom, PA. That was the winner. Congratulations.
Are you kidding? She's won before.
I know. She deserves it.
Dog, we got a winner. Congratulations, Wendy.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play?
We have to say thank you to all of you who've been so good to us. Because we actually have a little club called the Bingo Boosters that we do every week, and we can't get everybody on there because so many of you have been so good to us over many, many weeks. And then we have first-time tippers. We love that too. But we want to just take a minute and say thank you to some of the people that help. So let's start with thank you, Gerard and Jeff, Max. Oh, we have another. Oh, that's Max. Oh, thank you. Paul, thank you, Max. And Paul and Roger. Hi, Roger. Leonard and Michael and Randy. Randy's so faithful to us. Raymond. Thank you, Craig and Guy. Brian, who you had lunch with this week when he was visiting Fort Lauderdale. Joe, Sig, Jennifer, Stewart, Jerry. Hey, Jamie Price in Nebraska. She is the sister of my penis. And Stefan and Jay, and who else?
Our friend Robert Santiago is always so good to us. Thank you, Robert, and Kurt, and Patricia, Mark, Lori, Randy, of course, Tom, Marcia, Tracy, and Bianca. Bianca was on the show a couple weeks ago. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you, everybody. And you know, we appreciate it. It really does make this show possible. It takes 5 of us to do this. You can be a part of this fabulous list by at the bottom of your screen clicking any dollar amount. Whether you give $1 or $1 million, it's meaningful to us. We appreciate that you're here. You can also Venmo Richfield Tips or PayPal me Richfield Tips or wire transfer or I don't know, Telegram, whatever they do.
Drop a suitcase at the door. I don't care. Yes. We don't care. Like, give it to Naomi. You know, they're riding. You know,
I don't trust Naomi. To be honest, once I spent some money on Naomi, and it didn't quite make it.
Oh yeah, if she stops by the liquor store, the Richfield Muni. The Muni in Richfield, because all the stores in Richfield are Muni. They're owned by the city. And may I just say, we're cleaning up, especially during the COVID chlamydia 19 extravaganza. People have been drinking these days. And so, but drink responsibly, okay? And we also want to remind you too, if you want to be on our show, it says right there, see, it says, be a guest in our studio audience, email missrichfieldlive@gmail.com. Please do that. Or if you have a friend who you think might work out well. And next week's bingo is going to be great because it is Easter bonnet bingo. Hello. And so I have a feeling there's some of you out there who are, you know, right now probably running and plugging in your hot glue guns, you know, and going to your craft drawers and pulling out, you know, felt and pipe cleaners and God knows what else, right?
I made my Easter bonnet this morning before I started drinking for tonight's show. So I have my Easter bonnet ready.
You already have your bonnet ready? Because I don't. I do not have my bonnet ready. And the hat that I thought I was going to wear, I can't find. So I don't know who. And I just don't have time to dig underneath the trailer.
Naomi, Naomi, who knows? She came in. She may have used it to store her beer, flipped it over, put some ice in it.
She's right. And sometimes, you know, she puts her beer in there and tucks it under the trailer if she doesn't finish it all this time. So she's got one to, you know, a starter kind of to get it going for next week. Well, thank you so much. And before we do anything else, I want to say that we appreciate the people that give to us, but I see everyone when I pull up the magic mirror. I see everyone. I look around and I see Larry, my friend Larry in Los Angeles. I can see my friend Alice in Dorchester, and look at Anthony. Hello from Hollywood, California. Oh, I have such a fashionable crowd that follow me. Hollywood. I mean, this television can't be far behind, and so many others. I know. Oftentimes, my friend Brian in Massachusetts, who I see every summer. And Tony, of course, we love you, Tony. Thank you for saying hello. And we don't know where you are at the moment. And John from Scotland, who comes every week. It is like the middle of the night there. And Barbara, thank you, John. And Barbara and Bootsy. I love that. From Roy and John Bootsy. You got to love that. Steve, hello from Ohio. And Tommy Dillon, who was on the show last week, and he actually did a private bingo for his Louisiana religious inclusive group. I did that last night. Hi, Tommy. And hi, Kristen. How are you, darling? And Brian, thank you. Brian Katz, good friend of mine. Shalom. It's almost Passover. And then also hi from Fort Lauderdale. And Chris, of course, Chris and Miss Veronica. We got, that was the long wee that we heard earlier. Roger, hello. And oh, look at that. He's saying hello to Chris, too. It's always nice when they say hello to the help. Eric. Tiffany, hello, my love. Bianca told, and she's coming because someone else told her it was fun. See, this is what it's about. And Leah from Newfoundland. Leah is one of our Special Olympics people. We got her back on the show. I actually have 2 purses that she made me that I bought from her business online on Facebook. Wendy, congratulations. Hello, Wendy. Angela Dale from P-Town. I love it. I'm going to be in P-Town soon. And Natalie, my girls from Exeter. And Jerry and Scotty and Curtis. From Rochester. You gotta love that. Say hello to the Mayo and Robert and Arturo and Chris. 50, happy 55. Isn't that lovely? I know. Isn't that beautiful? 55. A greeting. Thank you for saying hello. And Carlos, hello. And Star and Steve. Steve? I wonder if Steve is still coming to Minneapolis. You gotta look me up, Steve. If you come back, and Diane, I love the way you spell it, and Sapa. Oh, I like Sapa. Hi, Sapa. How are you, Diane? I haven't seen you for a while. Josh, and Stuart from Charlotte. Ooh, and we have somebody from South Carolina here tonight. Maybe you know her. Tina, Eileen, Lori from Winston. Lori, hey, from Winston, Minnesota. That's way out in the hinterlands, but very pretty area. Kristen, hi. Hello, Maud. And I can't even say hi to everyone. Doug, hello, Doug. And Michael and Amber LeMay, who's still on Sunday nights on our StreamYard network. You stop by and see her. Bootsy came back to say a second hello. We gotta love that. And Diane came back, La La Land. And look at that. And Cara from Florida. And Brian Keene. He wasn't even going to be here tonight. He's one of our very generous donors too. Kristen and Ron and Roy and Missy. Hello. From South Florida. And the Yeager family is watching. Hello from Jamaica Plains and from Newport, Rhode Island. Sherry, hi. Sherry's always one of the first people to tip me every week. She before the whole thing starts, she's already tipping. She doesn't want to be interrupted. Jeff, celebrating our 41st. Congratulations, Jeff. That's fantastic. And look at Jeff. He spells his with 2 F's. See, there can be homo Jeffs with 2 F's. Can happen. Chrissy, Miss R, you missed your shift at the ER today. I know. I was hoping no one would notice, but they know when I'm not at the hospital. I hope they're not missing the syringe. But anyway, I kind of snuck it out under my in my lunch pail. But anyway, hi, happy birthday today to Carrie. Happy birthday, Carrie. And Dominic, hello from Ben Salem. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Ben Salem, that's got to be a ritzy, fancy area. Doesn't just with the name like Ben Salem? Anyway, and Anne, and anyway, so many people. You can keep flashing them up if you want. I just want to say that we see you. We see you. And I know you might feel alone out there. I say this every week because I feel alone sometimes. And I feel like, man, if I feel alone, everybody's got to feel alone at some point. And sometimes during this whole pandemic, I felt really alone, right? And maybe some of you lost your job, or maybe you're just feeling lonely, right? And maybe things aren't, they open up, but maybe they just still you feel lonely. Even things are opening up a little bit. Maybe you haven't gotten your vaccine yet. You still have to stay inside, stay safe. But we see you, and you're not alone tonight because you're with us. You're in our group, and we're forming a little community here. So you're not by yourself. But if you are feeling sad and you are feeling alone, please talk to somebody about it, okay? Don't try to you don't do it on your own, for crying out loud. We're built to talk to each other, and somebody out there wants to hear from you. And so reach out and then join some of our other StreamYard shows that Chris has. He has a whole bunch of shows, so you can click on and be part of other communities as well, along with our Bingo Bonanza community. So with that, I want to say thank you so much. And we're going to play 2 more games, okay? And the next game we're going to play is a very special game, and it always has something to do with our theme. And of course, our theme this week is vaccines and vodka. Take a shot. Hello, right here. And so our next game is called Fill the Syringe. It's called Phil. Oh, hang on. I'm just trying to get Naomi, play the. Beautiful. Lovely. Thank you, ladies. Feel this. Thank you, ladies. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. One of them just fell off the cinder blocks. So anyway, because I just have a couple cinder blocks out there to step down into the gravel area next. Anyway, I don't have a deck right now. Right now, I'm looking into that. So anyway, it's fill the syringe, which means you're going to get all of the ends. So you can see on the side there, all of the ends, and then you make a little syringe. See, it's like a little syringe. And so you're going to get only one I and one G, but all the ends. So you get to use your free space, okay? So I'm going to be calling what letters? Now we're going to get Jeff and Jarrett on. Jeff and Jarrett, what letters will I be calling for this game?
I, N, and G.
I, N, and G. Look at you. You are so on it. I appreciate that. I, N, and G, because we're not calling B's or O's. Now, if I call a B or an O, you know what you do? You know what you do in bingo when somebody makes a mistake? You drink. Yeah, that's what you do. So, for instance, like I'll start out with B6. Oh, wait a minute. B6, we're not right, everybody. I'm just drinking Sanka out of my insulated bingo Bonanza cup that I have here. So, the Sanka is so good. That keeps it warm, too. So anyway, so that's a mistake. I-30 isn't, though. I-30, that counts toward fill the syringe. And have either of you had your vaccines yet?
Halfway there. First shot.
So you got your first shots, too.
Yep.
Wow, so everybody's getting them. Really, when you think about it, look at he's going around the back of the computer trying to get the I got to give that poor cat this wiener. He's been running around waiting for it. N42. And tell me now, you guys, I know one of you now, Jeff with one F, you are a zookeeper. Is that correct?
I am.
Right now?
Right now.
In
I had
Dallas?
a later in life career and just started doing this like 2 years ago, like a year and a half-ish ago. It's awesome.
And what did you do before?
I was a publicist. I did public relations and marketing.
PR. Oh,
PR
yawn. Okay.
stuff.
G56. So remember, it's just I, N's, and G's. And then Jarrett, what do you do?
I'm a mortgage banker.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's like talking to Leah. Okay. So, all right. G53. But you both have which vaccines did you get?
The Moderna.
The Dolly Parton elixir, because she made it. You gotta love the Dolly.
Dolly made it?
She gave money for it. I think when she was like cooking up a batch in the back room.
She is into everything. And every time you turn around. Well, you know who would know something about this is the good doctor. Dr. Rodney, come and tell us a little something here, because I got the Pfizer and they got the Moderna. And what is there a difference? I mean, am I more protected than they are? Are they more protected than me? And 31.
Well, always play safe.
Right.
So Pfizer and Moderna are great. J&J's great.
And I'm still wearing my mask when I'm with other people.
Yeah.
I still wear my mask because you gotta, right?
Yep. You gotta.
You could still make someone else sick.
Until we reach herd immunity or get majority of people vaccinated, we just got to wear our masks and keep our distance. But the nice thing is that we can congregate together, like Jarrett and Jeff. We could hang, Miss Richfield, after your second injection, you can come out here to Maine, cause some trouble.
Oh, and you're in Belfast, Maine.
I'm in Belfast, Maine, baby.
And now Belfast, Maine, you have to tell us where that is. B1. Oh, no. That means everyone take a drink. So where's Belfast, Maine?
Belfast, Maine is part of Mid-Coast Maine. It's right on the ocean. It's part of Penobscot Bay. And it's just...
Is it near Kennebunk?
No, it's about 2 hours in Kennebunk, and it's just about Camden where they filmed Peyton Place.
Well, I one time did a show in Arundel, which is sort of near Kennebunk. And then, of course, I did shows in, I also did shows in, what's the homo place in Maine? Ogunquit. Ogunquit. Are you close to Ogunquit then?
No, not anymore. I used to be down in Cape Elizabeth, but now I'm 2 hours up from Ogunquit.
So I could almost say Canada, it sounds like.
Yeah, I can see Russia, and I can see from my kitchen, and I can see Canada.
Canada from your bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh no! Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Hold on a minute. Okay.
I'm drinking seltzer. It's a ginger peach for Brad, Leah, and Max because I felt like the Northeast should, respect. And this is a really good flavor, by the way.
What flavor is that? That's my favorite drink in the whole wide world. I drink it all the time when I'm at pizza.
Girl, it's Georgia peach.
Georgia peach. I love Georgia peach.
Oh,
you know what? I like the grapefruit one though. They have a ruby red grapefruit one. That's a good flavor too. That's a good one. And then a raspberry lime, which is not bad either. I drink all of them. N40. That's such a good. Is that a company that is there where you are?
No, I have no idea where they are. They're family brewed, but I don't know.
You just feel like, because I feel like as a doctor.
We're like fishing, and we repair a lot of expensive yachts up here. A lot of yachts.
So you're up there where the money is in Maine, because it's not in Arundel. I'll tell you that much. N45. Now, what made you move up the coast away from Ogunquit?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a small hospital, and they needed help, and that's what I do. And
what kind of doctor are you then, Dr.
So
Rodney?
I'm board certified in anesthesiology, critical care, and I got my boards in obesity medicine a few years ago because I thought if we help people lose weight prior to surgery, they would have a better outcome, right? Makes sense.
Right,
so
right.
I do that. But since COVID, I've just been doing ICU and anesthesiology.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so what does that mean?
What's that? Anesthesiology?
Yeah, like what do you do? G55. What are you doing? Like you go to the hospital and what do you do?
Oh, I put people to sleep. I assess them. I'm in the ICU.
Oh, wow, it's like we have the same job. How weird is that?
Exactly. No.
Maybe that's what I am.
I would have you in the recovery room because that would wake people up.
I would have Lewis
coming
would
out,
be good in the
coming out of
recovery
sedation, coming out of sedation in the ICU, and they look up and they see Miss Richfield. I don't know.
No.
That would
Right?
breathe.
If they don't want to leave the hospital, then you know what I'm saying. I don't know what's going to make them want to get out the door. And a lot of people don't realize this, but Rodney is also taking care of a 90-year-old mom, which is so awesome, yeah. Rodney. That is so cool. I was taking care of my mom. My mom passed away, fortunately, before the terrible pandemic. So we had a funeral and everything for her. But man, a month later, she would have been right in the middle of it. But it's so important to take care of our moms. Do you still have your moms, Jarrett and Jeff?
Not mine.
I do.
You have. So there's one mother. You got one mother there. Rats. Okay, 064. Sorry.
Yeah, she's here. She's in bed. I built an addition on the house for her, and I had to convince her to get rid of her car, and she wanted a dog. And I was like, well, I already have 3. So she has a puppy. Who earlier this evening, I went to the hospital for a situation and I got home. I wasn't gone for like maybe 45 minutes and the dog destroyed my HDMI cables. She chewed through everything. It was crazy.
Lewis, one
like
time.
Beach,
Yeah, Lewis, one time, I had a brand new light and I set it up and I walked in the other room to pick something up off a table and walked back in the kitchen where I broadcast from. And he had already chewed through each. I mean, it was like 4 steps into the other room. I mean, I live in a small space and 4 steps back. And he had already chewed through the cable. I was like, wow, Anyway, G4. So I know that feeling. G46, G4. What did you do? Did you have extra cables? I mean, how'd you get on board?
I pulled out my desktop at I got back to the hospital at 7:20 and I pulled out the desktop at 7:25 and prayed to Jesus that Miss Richfield would come on and the computer worked.
Right.
And it's working.
Strangely enough, Jesus is on my side. I know that's a oh crap. So hang on a minute. Here we go.
What's up?
So now, So we have to say something before we go any further about your friend that you wanted to say hello to. And I wrote it down over here, but Lewis is sitting on the piece of paper that I wrote it on. Excuse me, Lewis. Thank you. And it's your friend. It's Rod, right? His name is Rod as well.
Bill Valenti.
No, Bill Valenti. Oh, your name is Dr. Rod. Dr. Rod's mentor, I wrote down. Bill Valenti and his partner Jim are watching from Rochester, and he was a mentor of yours? He was somebody who got you into being a doctor?
Yeah. So I started my career after pharmacy school. I went to med school, and I went to Rochester, and I met him and his other physician partner, Steve Scheibel, unfortunately, who's since passed. And they were starting the HIV clinic back in the early 90s. And Bill had this idea of one-stop shopping like Wegmans, you know. Right. And he left the university.
We love Wegmans.
Oh, well, the whole concept of his clinic was of Trillium Health was built after Wegmans. So he took out a mortgage on his house, and he was my mentor. And after a few years, I just had to go into anesthesiology because it was just too heavy for me to deal with HIV.
Isn't that fantastic?
It was. Bill's great. He's on here now. He's still working. I don't know how old he is. No one knows how old Bill Valenti is.
No, you don't ask a homo her age ever. So what? But I'm going to be in Rochester, so maybe I can visit this doctor. I'm going to be in Rochester on May 8th. It's my first show since I did actually travel with Atlantis Events to the Dominican Republic, which is a lovely part of Mexico. If you haven't been there, you should stop in and see. It's very pretty. And I did a show there. But other than that, it's just been shows in my house. And so Saturday, May 8th, Rochester, as you can see, you can get tickets at OFC Creations. And that stands for it's Creations Theater Center is actually where that's located. And my friend Eric and Thurston are in charge of all that. I-29. So you said you might fly in for it. The good doctor might come in and see me.
Yeah.
So you should fly in and see it. It's not that far. Maine and New York. Yeah. That's got to be close. So anyway, and so it's going to be great. And it's a new theater. I used to be in the old Kodak building. that was great. But not the greatest, actually. But I'm in a good new building now. So hang on. Don't go anywhere, you guys. I want to bring Leah in because I feel bad for her mostly. I-24. And I'm wondering, Dr. Rodney, do you ever deal with women's health? Deal with ladies? Or is it just homos?
No. Here we deal with everything. All comers.
Because I thought this would be a good time. Oh, crap. Okay, hang on. Okay. I was thinking this would be a good time if you have any medical issues you want to ask the doctor about, women's issues. It would be something that would be good. You could ask the doctor right now, if there's anything that's bothering you, itching or redness or anything.
Yeah.
And 38, because you are living down there in South Carolina, and let's face it, they got to be dealing with stuff the rest of us haven't been dealing with for a few years, I would think.
Ooh, dog.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And 37. Don't forget what this looks like, folks. It's Phil the syringe. And I want to know, there it is right there. And so don't forget, we need lots of ends, and there's still a few ends in there, but you need all the ends and then just one I and one G, I think. I don't know what I'm talking about. I-25. So anyway, but the good doctor is suggesting that we continue to wear masks sometimes, and when we gather, we're not on top of each other, right? Like these crazy people. And doctor, when do you think we will be at a point where we can start doing shows inside and sitting in theaters and all of that? When do you think that'll be? Oh, crap. Just when we were getting into an interesting part of the conversation. So let's find out from the doctor. When do you think that will happen, doctor? I mean, it's just a guess, obviously, but
I think
this summer?
No, it's not a guess. I think that, for instance, the state of Maine, our vaccination rate is exceptionally good, and it's very high compared to other states. But yeah, Brad and Max, we got to get your little states back there together. You know, it's just crazy. And Bill Valenti, who's online right now, I mean, he could comment more on this, but I think late summer, probably September, we've got to get through this next wave. We have to get people vaccinated and keep them out of the hospital so I can spend more time with you guys and not get pulled out of here.
Right. And so you can be at home so your dog's not destroying your house, so you can actually come home. 5 minutes.
5 minutes, you let him out of the crate. Boom.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Yeah. Lewis could actually beat that. Actually, it was just about a second and a half. But that is fantastic that it's coming, though. That it's coming. That a time where we can get together, and I know that we can get together now, vaccinated, but we still need to be careful.
Well, I think we'll get together in smaller groups to be safe. You know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the restaurants here in Maine are opening up at 50% capacity or 75% capacity by May 1st, and that's because our vaccination rate is very high. But I think by midsummer, late summer, I think we'll be okay. We'll back to 80%.
So the fact that Leah's alone in life could actually be a good thing for the current time. That could actually be, see, Leah, it's all coming back to something positive about you,
it's a
girl.
Blessing.
You. Okay. Now hang on a minute. We have to find out from Chris. Chris, who won bingo?
So our bingo winner is from Minnesota. They're from Fridley. Where's Fridley? I don't know Fridley.
Fridley is north. Fridley, we call that Richfield of the North, actually.
Oh, I see.
North of downtown. What's the first name?
Kaylee. Congratulations, Kaylee from Fridley.
Kaylee from Fridley. Woo!
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
And I'm grabbing my balls right now and refilling this. But I want to bring Chris in for just a moment. Chris, if you could, darling, come back in while I refill my basket. There we go. And I always count the balls every night beforehand to make sure that we're playing fair.
Even after you had all that Sanka, I'd be worried about your ability to count after. We had a lot of Sanka in the last round.
I know. I get a little jittery on the decaf. I know I would drink caffeine, but caf makes me run like a faucet. So I can't drink the caf, unfortunately. Runs right through me. It's a shame. But, anyway, and then the mess. But so now where were we? Oh, we were talking about, the next bingo. That's what we're going to talk about. We want to remind you that Easter Bonnet Bingo is coming next Monday. That's Monday, May 29th. And then I think we may also be talking about Jewish Easter as well, which comes right around that same time. Sometimes the Jewish Easter and the Christian Easter are far apart, but now they're actually fairly close together this particular time. And so we're going to celebrate both of those, but with the, Easter bonnet.
And if you want to join us, if you've got a great Easter bonnet, you can email Miss Richfield live at Gmail, just like, like the show, like Miss Richfield live at gmail.com. And Eli, who handles all of that, would love to see your bonnet, love to have you on the show. So please email us for that.
Yes. And you can do like we're doing, like Chris just made his bonnet today. I haven't even made my bonnet yet. I'm going to make it this week. So, so maybe you just have an idea for a bonnet, but it's going to be so good that you should be a guest on our show. So do plan to come and visit us. And Chris, I want to know how we did so far on people being gracious to us and generous. And they're always so generous to us because Brad mentioned that he might, do a little dance, a song and dance.
I think Brad set a new record the moment we mentioned that Brad might. It was like before I finished the sentence, people were already very generous.
It's kind of amazing, isn't it? I mean, how generous people can be is, and all it takes is someone, let's bring Brad on. All it takes sometimes is just bringing someone on like Brad who cares enough and maybe is altered enough to not really care. And so here, look at this. Look what I've got. I know. I'm going to show my wiener. That's yes. Yeah, I got to give this cat a wiener. He's gonna, and then the other cat should be coming up in a minute here too. But Brad, first of all, we want to find out a little bit about you. And you are in the Air Force, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And
yes,
what do you
yes.
do? Do you make bombs or something, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. Electronic warfare, radar jamming and bombs and stuff. That'll work.
Yes, yes. I didn't know our bombs were electric these days, but apparently, everything is. Cars are electric, bombs are electric. It's fabulous. So I'm wondering tonight, Brad, because people have been so sweet to us and so generous, I put out the wiener for you.
Take
Are you
the
going
ship out?
And I'm wondering if you would be. Oh, look at that! The ship has been taken out of port. The ship has been taken out of port. That's right. And I have just a little bit of a song, okay? Then I'm wondering if you would care to dance with us. But the reality is we're all going to dance. Chris is going to dance. I'm going to dance. Look, I have my gloves off so I don't get them messy with my wiener. And so are you ready? Are you ready for this? It's a fabulous song. I picked it out myself. I think you're going to love it. Kind of a disco-y version of something. Are you ready, Brad?
I am.
And this isn't going to be something I'm going to have to explain to my pastor, I hope. Oh, here's the other cat.
Well, I will.
Are you ready?
Tommy's fine with it. He said it's okay.
Tommy said it's okay, and he's an Episcopal pastor, which is, is Catholic light, but But anyway, okay, you ready? Here we go. Oh, wait, fantastic. Wait, let's play it one more time. Okay, one more time. Here we go. I'm feeding the cat while you're doing that. How about that? That is Brad, our Air Force.
Serving our nation so well. Definitely serving our nation.
I'm eating my wiener. I don't always eat my wiener, but that's making me hungry for wiener. That's fantastic. Delicious. And then I have toilet paper to clean my hands off with. I don't know.
I love that from Brad doing that to you using toilet paper. Like it was.
I know. And it's all cleaned up, so I can put my clothes back on. So Brad, and you have been single for so long, but then I heard rumor that you might be dating somebody.
I am talking to somebody currently in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, Pensacola. So you're dating a Christian. They're all Christians down there, if you don't know, down in Pensacola.
Yeah.
You better be planning on going to church on Sunday mornings if you're going to Pensacola, because they're all Christians down there. I'm just telling you. So that is fantastic. Congratulations. Did you meet online? I hope you met online and not in person these days.
We've been friends for years, and then we did meet in person because I am fully vaccinated, and he's got the antibodies.
Oh, I love that. Look at that, Pensacola. Bianca says Pensacloset.
Basically.
Yes, isn't that interesting?
Basically.
So maybe they'll have to come to your Pensacola. Instead of Pensacola, they'll come that swinging. Where do you live again? In Birmingham?
Millbrook. Right. Actually, it's nowhere near. I live 2.5 hours north of Pensacola, right smack in the middle of farm country.
Right. In that
he's already been here, and I've already been there.
Oh, this sounds serious. So it's lasted 2 dates, which is twice as long as usual. That's right. And you homos and your poor personal choices don't usually make it that long. So that's fantastic.
He's already been to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and I have not. So
you haven't been down there?
No, of course not.
Lord. You gotta go. Oh, PV. It is. You're right. It is Mexico. You don't even have to whisper that. I mean, everyone pretty much knows that these days. So hang on a minute. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna get into this next game. Okay. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. And then, Chris, do we have anything else we have to? We have to announce the share winner.
We have to give a big thank you because again, we love people that share. That's how we make more friends. Just like Brad made a friend. It's all about making friends. And we owe a big thank you to Leah McDonald from Conception Bay South. I don't know where that is, but it sounds fascinating.
But Leah, that's not the same Leah. Is that the Leah that in Newfoundland?
It is. That is the Leah.
I think that's the same Leah.
It is. It's that Leah. We love Leah.
She's our friend. She's the one
on the show, like
in the Special Olympics and the gymnastics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's oh, we love it when our friends win. I mean, we like it. Strangers. We like strangers too, but still. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, congratulations, Leah. Thank you so much for being such a supporter. I'm so glad you won the share because that means you get a $10 gift certificate toward Redbubble. And we got all sorts of fun things on Redbubble. You can get the link from my website, missrichfield.com. I also want to remind you that we have the bobblehead and some other things, and those are actually available at another store. But it's all the connections are on my website. So if you just go to missrichfield.com and go to my store, you'll see the different connections for those. So, Okay, Yvonne, when she gets a little loopy, she's only supposed to hit the gong once. You know, that's the sort of agreement we have. But anyway, so this is Lucky 7. So Lucky 7 means that all you have to get is 7 on any one card. I'll be calling BINGO, all the numbers, all the letters. You just have to get 7. Now, you don't have to get them in that form. You'll see we have 7 on there. Can be any 7 on any card. Of course, you want to play all 3 cards. It'll improve your chances. You do not get the free space, okay? You do not get the free space, okay? That is not part of the deal. You have to get 7. Oh, geez. Oh, I forgot to close the... Oh, hang on. I forgot to close the hold on. Oh, dear God. Oh, Chris, come back on for a second. Come on. Chris, come back on. Talk for a minute while I collect the ball.
Now we have to drink for every ball that was dropped. And Brad, I see.
I left it. See what happens is it's got this little door.
I knew that was too much Sanka for you. I said at the third time you took a sip of Sanka, I knew this is not going to go well.
Well, talk to someone else.
I'm going to make a full martini for this one. Yeah.
I know. Thank God we have Brad to lok at right now because that's making this awkward technical experience go a lot smoother for the rest of us. So thank you, Brad, for your service, not only to our country, but also to our bingo team. You're really, you're covering for her having too much Sanka. Let's just call that what that is.
And look at poor Ruth. Oh,
Ruth done. Ruth is like, that's for me.
She's helping. She's looking for the balls. Where are they? Are they on the floor? I know she's such a help, Ruth. I love having Ruth on board. So hang on now. Oh, that was so funny. I was trying to figure out why the balls were going all over the place.
I've tried to figure that out for years.
I'm not like you boys. I'm not used to balls all over the place. I'm used to them
too.
In order here. Now, do you
I got a short vacuum. You need to borrow it?
I need to know now, do you have a picture of your boyfriend that you can show, do you think? Or would your boyfriend not want you to show a picture?
I don't have one on hand.
You don't have one on hand. So it's not so serious that you have a picture of him.
Oh, wait, he's in the profile photo. I've seen him in the profile.
There you go. You can share that. If you have that, you can share it if you want.
072. 072. Say wee! All of you who have 072, that means you're going to have a lucky game. 072. So I say you have to find the chat, okay, Chris? Chris is going to, trust me, Chris is good at this. Chris, how long, have you always been in computers all your life, Chris?
Yes.
You've just always enjoyed computers? Because, you know, I remember, and I remember when we had a telephone, a dial-up telephone, and my mother used to take it off the hook when we ate dinner, and like nobody bothered us. We didn't even have an answering machine. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. It was nice. N38, N38.
When I was a kid, and I might be downloading, say, like, I don't know, like pictures of something on the internet, and my mother would pick up the phone, and it would it would stop always at the
problem.
That was the most important part of the picture when she would pick up the phone. It was very problematic.
Exactly, because it would be loading. Remember, the pictures used to load.
I definitely remember that was
right. So if there wasn't something good on top,
a picture or video, you had to wait. You had to wait till you went to bed, till everybody was in bed, and then you start overnight, and that way you can leave the phone on overnight.
And that's probably the way it is for you right now down in Alabama. B9, everybody. B9. Better than malignant, as we say. Now bring everybody else on, including Chris. Chris, you stay here too. And just bring everybody else on, because I feel like now we haven't talked to Max. That whole last game, we didn't talk to Max because...
Where's Max at?
Max, unfortunately... Leah was monopolizing your time with all her chatter, and so we didn't, unfortunately, look at that. What does he say?
85% vaccinated.
85%.
That's our goal. Get the country 85% vaccinated, and we can go see the person.
In the United States, or where is that? 85%.
In the United States, to open it back up.
Oh, really? Oh, to open it back up. Well, how many people? I know. You thought there was 85% were already vaccinated. 61.
Not counting Alabama.
How many people are vaccinated? How many people are vaccinated now, doctor, do you think, in the country?
I don't know that number. It changes by the minute. It's like telephone numbers. I don't know.
Brad knows. He's so good.
Max might know.
Not only does he go to the gym.
I think I heard 50 million so far.
How many?
50 million.
Oh no, it's gonna be 100 million soon.
It's at 100 million because
That's 2
Biden,
doses.
That was his. And that's from the FDA. That's from the FDA. They know. Those are the people that really know.
Plague. Oh.
And 36. Oh, that's fantastic. And so now we have to find out. Now, has everyone here been vaccinated in our group? It sounds like everyone's been vaccinated. Yeah, I've been vaccinated once, and then I'm going for my second shot. But I'm getting the Pfizer, and they say that it's not as much of a reaction. So I've actually scheduled an event that night. I hope I didn't make a mistake, but I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? G47. Right, but isn't that true, doctor? That the Pfizer is not as much of a problem as the Moderna.
Oh, I don't think so. I think it depends on your age and your robust immunity. And
I'm young.
I bet you.
Yeah, well, a gal in her late 20s, like myself. What is that like? Late 20s?
Yeah, late 20s. You're gonna have a robust.
Thank you. Speaking of that, look at I-29. How perfect is that? I-29.
I am not 29.
So Dr. Bill Valenti just texted me and said 15% of the U.S. people are totally vaccinated. Totally.
Egads. So we got to wait.
We're getting there. That's better than.
Holy.
We're getting there.
Better than what?
Better than 85.
That sounds like we got to get busy and get people vaccinated. Oh, for crying out loud. Now, Leah. Leah, you're vaccinated, so now we can find you a boyfriend. Do you want a boyfriend, or are you just happy being single? Maybe you like being single.
Either one's good. I just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
Single's fine. Single's fine.
So
single can be fun.
Of being single, we have a picture now of Brad and his boyfriend, which his boyfriend is.
Here we go.
Oh my! Talk about two good-looking guys.
Handsome.
Oh my word.
Ruth
is like, what? What?
There's the man.
Yumpin' yimmity. Wow.
If his drunk ass will text back.
That was
you
too
are
many
in Alabama, aren't you?
Called.
65. 65. I know these boys from Dallas are like, egads, what have I gotten into here? I know. Like the zoo. Hey, speaking of the zoo, Did you see that guy in San Diego, like today, jumped into the elephants with his kid?
His baby.
Yeah,
I've been there, and I can't believe he did that.
Don't do that.
No, why? I mean,
Send it to a pro.
That's like, oh my God, I cannot believe he went that far without somebody telling him not to go in there.
Well, he had to go through like an electric fence too.
Yeah, because there's like a huge. It's
might
like
as well not lock the guy up. You might as well not lock the guy up because he's going to get out of prison. I mean, if he got in to see the elephants, N34. You gotta hand it to him, though. You know what I mean? She's gonna remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, my dad took
the day his father dropped
I mean, he really
him.
took me to
Yes,
the
yeah.
elephant.
I think he dropped the kid, actually.
B4. All right. Now, just it's lucky 7. Don't make it harder than it is.
Bingo.
And the winner gets a $10 gift certificate to buy some
we have a wiener. And we have a wiener or a winner.
Bingo.
I wish you'd tell me that before I roll out a bunch of. Who got bingo, Chris? Who got it?
So our because there are multiple winners, but remember the first one is the most fabulous one, and so that's Paul from Plantsville, Connecticut. Congratulations,
Brought
Paul.
to you by the letter P. Paul from Plantsburg.
Plantsville, I think.
Yeah.
Sounds like a place that Brad might find a new boyfriend. All right, hot dog, we got a winner. Congratulations, Paul from.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Oh, listen, I gotta wave goodbye. Hold on, I gotta wave goodbye. Bye, Naomi. Oh, Naomi and Yvonne just took off. Before sometimes I get a chance to say goodbye, but bingo went a little bit longer today. So I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to remind you, you can still send us a little something if you want to on Venmo or PayPal. Richfield Tips. We appreciate the support, and it's really what makes it possible. And I share it with my team. Speaking of that, I want to bring all of my studio audience in and remind you to get your Easter bonnet for this coming bingo. I want to say thank you to Max and Brad and Leah and Jeff and Jared and the good doctor's got his dog. Is that the dog that ate your cord? Is that the dog that ate the cord?
No, this is a good dog.
All right. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, dear. Anyway, next time, try to wake your mother so we get a look at her, too. Anyway, I'll see you next week, but let's spell this together. Everybody ready? We're going to spell it. Here we go.
All right.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. D is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. Love was made for me and you. Ooh, love was made for me and you. I love you all. Good night. I see you. Good night. See you next Monday for Easter Bonnet Bingo. Bye.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Now it's your turn. Join with me.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play. Now you.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your